I'm gonna get the bucket on and get to work. So. So, as you guys saw, got it somewhat graded out. Kind of a pile of junk, which I planned on putting in the hole. And because that's better dirt to use anyway. We got some remnants around here. We got this built back up some around this pad. I don't want it to break off in the middle of the night. Not that it would, but just wanted to give it enough support right here. It may still want to break off, but there's still stuff to clean up and scrape up. And I'll probably bring the leaf blower too and clean off this concrete tomorrow, get this all cleaned up, clean along this edge with a shovel. But we got it all graded out. Gonna bring the laser tomorrow too, because we're gonna build a new building here and we want to set grade, kind of figure out a medium, because some of that concrete's taller than the other, so it's not like everything's set. It's some beautiful great elevation that's perfect for us. So we got to figure out that elevation. And I got most of this stuff cleaned up concrete wise. Back here is where part of the pad ripped out. There's the wall footer there, and it must have been somewhat connected, and it just broke this off. So it was all straight and beautiful until I got to right here. Frustrating. These beams are going to go to my house because I'm going to cut wood blocks out of them. So like when I'm working on equipment and stuff, I can have like blocks of wood that we can brace up equipment with. It's always handy to have those. He didn't want any of the beams, and a lot of the beams were already rotted out, not worth anything anyway, because I hadn't had a roof on it in many years. So I picked and chose a few good ones. I don't know, I got 1, 2, 3, I don't even know how many extra beams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 2x6 that was in damn good shape. And I figured, what the hell, that's a true 2x6 too. That's not like a pine one. That's a hardwood one. These were all hardwood back in the day, built from trees right around here. So the rest of them got burned up. I got these rocks right here. Got to decipher what to do with them still. They got to get pitched unless I decide to take them to my house. That rock needs picked up. All this stuff needs cleaned up. All this needs graded out back down here too. Even if the barn doesn't go this far, it all needs graded out in a nice yard down to the drive. Plus this probably needs scraped up too, because there's still junk left, like that rock. There's another rock hole, bunch of holes for where the rocks were. But as you can see, looks really nice where it got graded out. And you kind of see the elevation, which is kind of a trick, but the skid steer, if I put you down here, maybe see the skid steer bucket, it falls off a lot right here. And as they built this barn, there was like a first stage, a second stage, and then a third stage. So I staged it down the slope, so they didn't have to bring in all material, make it flat. But that's what we're gonna do, is make it flat, because that's how we build buildings now. No one wants to step down in their building. So we have to build this all up, probably 2 foot in this corner of elevation. Hopefully we got enough dirt. I mean, if we don't, we don't. I mean, that's just the short of it. I mean, we'd like it to be awesome and perfect, but it didn't work out great. But I'm pretty sure I would need all the dirt that's gonna go back, that whole pile of dirt probably, and it still wouldn't probably have enough for the whole pad. So we may have to do something. I don't know what we'll do. You know, like I was saying before, we still gotta we gotta fill the hole in tomorrow, grade this all out, take that dirt to the hole, load the rest of the dirt, bring it up here, drive across this whole thing with the truck and trailer, so that we pack this all down, go down into the ravines and clean up all the concrete where we dumped before we leave with the excavator. Preferably before it rains too. But yeah, we still got to bring up all this elevation. I cut down the elevation because I wanted some of this gravel. There used to be a lane right there to put underneath that concrete where I ripped out, or as much as I could. So then after all that, got to grade out. They had a water line put in. It goes to there. It used to go right there to the edge of the barn. I got to grade this all out, and then I got to get stone in here, because we're going to stone all of this once we get done with all of the dirt work, because we don't want to tear it all up. We're already putting a number on my nice new driveway I built out there. It's got dirt mixed in with it now, and it was beautiful white stone before, so it's part of it, but looking really good. I'm happy. And the customer came out, and when we were on the time lapse, and spoke to me, and they just are like, holy crap, it looks so much better, like real happy with the product. So that's what really matters, is the customer, but also it does matter to yourself whether you think it looks really good. So it's looking really good so far.
Voodoo 1, this is Red Leader, over.
Anyway, so he's gonna carry dirt from the pile and come in here and raise and list, and I'm gonna pack it in. I'm gonna pack it in with the bucket. No, I want you to scoop dirt from right there and bring it down in the hole and spread it kind of thinly, just kind of like layers, and I'm gonna sit here in the track hoe and pack it down in as we go. He's carrying kind of a basically a bucket full in here, and I'm just gonna keep packing it down. Kind of boring, but it needs to be done. The reason why we're packing it, I guess I should explain, is this is gonna settle, and the less settling there is, the better it's gonna look in the future. So we're just trying to pack it the best we can. I mean, most of the time, most guys don't pack it because there's going to be settling anyway, but I need to teach my operator a little better. He's struggling to spread dirt evenly. He's putting it all at one end and the other end, nothing in the middle. Eventually, he's going to have some rough holes to go across, so I guess I'll have to get better at spreading once to be going across smooth. Now, I should probably have a bucket of dirt to do this so it's easier on the machine, but I'm trying to pack with a flat bucket, and I'm not too worried that if I don't press down, so I'm just taking it nice and easy and letting him learn how to spread here, because he's not doing a very good job of it. But we're just going to keep packing and raising in, I don't know, whatever that is, 6-inch, 8-inch layers. I'm just kind of pressing down and spreading. You lift your arms all the way up, or lift up high. Yeah, there you go. You can go all the way to the front. Yep. I try to stay on the middle of the pile or on this side, because that other side I put as much topsoil over there as possible so we can cover it at the end. So alright guys, give you a bird's eye view of what's going on. Dad is kind of basically packing in right now with what he can. We got that. Holes almost disappeared. Use a lot more dirt than I thought. I'm gonna get this warming up because I'm gonna most likely fill this truck full and drive over and pack it. But right now I'm just gonna pack it with it empty. So then I'll probably load it with dirt and we'll pack it, and then we gotta pack all of that and dump it right up there where that hole is up there. So I'm gonna let this truck warm up for a minute. Then I'm gonna basically pack where Dad's packed right now. But I'm gonna use the truck. So alright guys, I'm going to trade jobs with Dad. I'm going to let him drive the truck. I'm going to smooth this out because I want to do it because he's doing it too rough. And since we're getting close to the end, make him switch with me. Get this all graded out all nice, and then he's gonna pack it all down. So, just trying to grade out what I can, the best I can, right before he packs it down, because once that truck goes across it, the skid steer struggles to grade. Anyway, so I'm gonna let him start packing that, and we got all this extra dirt that we're gonna be able to haul over there to that pad, so should be real nice and dandy. We'll let him back over it a bunch, and then we'll learn to load the full truck, and then he's gonna pack, or I'm gonna pack over there on the main building pad and then dump that load. Hopefully we get 2 loads up there, because I think we need probably every bit of 2 loads to fill it up, but we shall see. So, alright, so as you can see, he's packing it down. Oh, real nice. It's going down. It's not truck sinking that truck at all, which normal ground doesn't sink that truck, but we'll see once it gets completely loaded. Or the trailer gets completely loaded. So I'm gonna let him back and forth, and then I'm going to get in the excavator and get ready to load that truck. That'll be the main test. If we can drive a fully loaded truck over it and it don't sink very much, I don't have to worry about that hole too much. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So wait for him to Well, that's awesome. Man, that's a lot of dirt up in there. And you can tell the tires are squatting down. Good, so she's loaded good. Comes out the back easy though, but I got it stacked in there pretty good. This tire, you can definitely tell, is the lowest tire, but that tire's pretty low too. I don't know, I spilled some off this side. Man, I got her piled in there. I figured, what the heck, we might as well try to load it the first time. So probably gonna have him pull forward a little bit. And I'm gonna level this, grade this off again, because there's stuff that spilled everywhere, kind of grade it out. I'm gonna have him back up and down it. So let me have him pull forward so I can grade. This is what it looks like from behind. So it would be nice to have a tailgate. Obviously I could get a little bit more in there, but for what it is, that's a lot of dirt, guys. I guess we'll dump it and you guys will fathom. I mean, I'd say a lot of you guys have seen Dirt Perfect's videos or Let's Digs, seen a whole truck dump before. This is a little bit smaller. I think it's only like I think it's a 25 ton. Actually, there's a plate somewhere on it that says Moxie what it is. I think it's only a 25 ton. It may be, oh, it's on the other side. So if we walk around here, but yeah, look at that. Tires are squatting. But yeah, this thing is supposed to fold up and hold the tailgate. I think I talked about that earlier. There is no obvious tailgate. Someone took it off who knows when, but we can look right here. So it's built, it's a 30 ton, so it's supposed to hold 30 tons. So yeah, the rear axles apparently can hold more, so I'm not really sure. You can see kg 45,552. Each kg is 2.2 pounds. That's a conversion factor, so it's over 100,000 pounds. So anyway, plus this truck weighs 48,000, so you're talking over 150,000 pounds loaded down. So if it don't squeeze stuff down, nothing will. So I'm gonna get in the skid steer, grade that out. He's gonna pack it down, and then we're gonna go over here and I'll set you up for either a time lapse. It's kind of getting windy out here. As the day goes on, it's supposed to get windier, so might set you up for a time lapse because audio is going to be hard to come by. So let me get this graded out real quick so he can start packing, and then it looks like we probably got a half a load left. Looking really good. Well, I don't know what happened to my radio, but I think I lost it. That or it's in the excavator again. That's possible. Which would really suck if I lost the radio, but stuff happens. Well, apparently he turned pretty sharp right there or something. Maybe that was me. See if my radio's in here. Yeah, it's in here. Cool beans. So I think he's got her packed down good enough. As you can see, man, that truck packs it real good. There's a little bit of moisture in some of this stuff I put on top, so I was hoping it'd pack down. So you can see she's squeezing her down some. That's good. I think we're good.
She's packed down.
Yeah. About 12:30.
Okay.
But as long as you help me get started over there, get this moved, and I'll take this bucket, I'll kind of grade out, try to fill in this hole back here. They're probably another half load here. Yeah. Half load to a load.
What are you gonna do with this?
It's got to get dumped out back there because there's a big giant hole.
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully we have enough dirt to at least fill in the hole.
Well, I think so.
Yeah, but we got to pack it all. It's going to pack down probably like another foot. You just got to pull hard once on it. Okay. Let me walk over here. Then I'm going to get the skid steer and I'm going to grade while he packs, and then I'll probably start packing when he stops. He's going to pack all this down. So where we've disturbed this all, it's dried out today and a little bit last night. So it should be good to go. So I'm going to set you up on time lapse and you guys get to watch. Well guys, it's a bunch of dirt. I know it doesn't seem like a lot. I know the camera doesn't really ever do anything justice, but you know, I don't think anybody's ever explained how much dirt really comes out of the back of one of them trucks when it dumps. But I'm 6 foot tall. That's 6 foot pile. I bet it's 20 foot by 20 foot around. That's all dirt. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wedge it all under this concrete right here, throughout here. We should be good to go to be done, and then we can scrape all of this concrete in here too. Once we get underneath there, it can get buried right here, the little bit that's left, or they said they might pick it up. But I packed this thing down pretty good with the truck. As you can see, pushing the mud out. I just wanted to help compact it some, so it's compacted good now. There's another load out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and spread this in the tight gaps that we need, wedge it underneath all that concrete. That way, when I get the other load, I can still try to pack this just a little bit more. But as you can see, where I drove across it twice in the same spot, it sank 8 inches. I'm gonna fill along this concrete edge, and so you guys can watch. That all filled in really. I mean, that's a lot of dirt. I mean, that needed a lot of dirt, and that filled in. Obviously, it needs more, but we need to use dirt here, and we just need to use the rest of that dirt to kind of level it all up. There's gonna be holes out here. I like it to be like flat, like beautiful flat, graded all, but we're just not gonna have enough dirt. We used more dirt in the hole than we thought, filling in everything out there, and that little pile there, I mean, that's a truckload, maybe a little bit more than a truckload, but either way, not as much as we're gonna need to like do anything here. So the best we need to do is use it to try to grade this stuff out. We'll have to find some dirt around here when we go to build the pad for the building. So you can see this is where, right here would have been where the hole was. That was all the pile of dirt. So hole's gone, dirt's hauled, the last load I hauled, and then I hurried the rest with the skid steer. Graded that out over there where the barn pad is. It's soft. There's a couple soft spots out there that they just need to dry. It's just the way it is. So I'm gonna pull this truck around here. Those rocks, those beams are gonna get put in this truck because they're coming home with me to the house. So I'm gonna hop in here, I'm gonna move the truck over there, I'll load them rocks up, then load the beams up, then pull it alongside the hay field, so it's kind of out of the way, or probably along the edge of the hayfield over there, because it just needs to go home. The excavator, it needs to go track around the hayfield to level out all the concrete that's been dumped. So that's what I have left to do today. Then it needs a final grade. Over here it needs to be, everything needs, like I got this to final grade all out of this, all the pad, but like where the beams and the rocks are, there's dirt there. That all needs graded out and smoothed out. And I think we're done. So this project is getting close to being wrapped up. So we gotta get these rocks and these beams loaded up in the back of this haul truck, or haul trailer, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna get parked, and then I might touch base with you in the excavator. Rocks are loaded. So all the beams loaded. I had to worry about the power line the whole time. So, I mean, I kind of set that up for myself. I think I broke one of my beams. Yeah, I did. Broke it. So, kind of sucks, but I'm gonna pull this truck up here out of the way. Well, I know the wind's gonna be bad on this one, so I'll try to keep it short. But I just want to show you guys, this driveway is beautiful. Even after multiple 150,000 pound loads, let's just say, this driveway is in great shape. We hauled a bunch of loads down there, a bunch of loads over there. I don't even know if I have a final load total, how many loads it was. I think it was pushing 20. It may have been, I don't know, because Dad hauled some, I hauled some. Neither one of us really have a good number of what it was, but I mean, look at this. Driveway is just, it's not ridged, it's not anything, it's just packed down. Obviously packed down really good. Well, I'm just going to give a big overview here at the end of the day. You see, we got this all graded out. This is all going to get tore up again, so we're putting a tile line in here eventually this fall, I think. Hope the wind's not too bad. I'll try to keep you out of the wind a little bit. But right here, I got this cleaned up to the edge here, this cleaned up some. There's a little bit of stuff there, but I'll be back tomorrow. I got all of this mostly bladed off. Oh man, I lose my hat. So a customer is very happy